Welcome. In this playthrough of Marvel Champions, a card game, we continue on with Scenario 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. against the Thunderbolts. It's down at the table for our hero. Didn't change anything from here from last time, so we still have Nick Fury with his stat line of 2 for everything. After he makes a basic thwart, we place a threat on our suit form upgrade. When we attack, we change to the assault form. Recovery of 4, and as an action, change to the stealth form. So in the assault, when you attack, we can remove up to 3 threat from here, dealing 1 additional damage for each threat removed. And in stealth, when an enemy would attack, it schemes instead, placing a threat from that activation here, instead of on the main scheme, as long as we have 5 or less threat on this card. Alright, for aggression, we have 2 power of aggressions, then Wasp, Bug, Valkyrie, Gold Balls, Spider-Girl, Marvel, Boy, Sunfire, and Throg. And then 3 Piercing Strikes, 3 Relentless Assaults, and 3 Bombs Away. And then Counterattack and Lie in Wait. And for our basics, we have our 3 dual resources, Target Acquired, and a Plan B. I'm not going to be using anything from our setups from our evidence. And then for our villain setup, we are using the Thunderbolts sets, and we will also need 1 per player modular encounter sets plus 1 additional set, each containing the Elite Thunderbolt. So we've got those lined up here. So we'll be facing 2 of these, either Batroc, Black Widow, Mach 4, Moonstone, Radioactive Man, or Songbird. They have an environment that's going to move those 2 around and potentially heal them. So basically what we have to do is defeat one of these big bad Thunderbolts and then take down Citizen V just once. So what we have here, going over the sets we're using, choosing modular set plus 1 more for 1 player. Set each of those minions aside and shuffle the rest of their encounter sets into the encounter deck, and then reveal the Justice Like Lightning environment. And on this side, each Thunderbolt minion gains guard. Force response: after a player attacks a Thunderbolt minion, that minion engages that player. So Justice Like Lightning, when revealed, each player reveals a random set-aside Thunderbolt minion. Reveal and attach the remaining set-aside Thunderbolt minion face up here. In Expert Mode, give each of those minions a tough status, and then flip this over. So during the game, when the round ends, attach a Thunderbolt minion with the most damage here, swapping it with the minion already attached here, if any. Heal 1 damage from the attached minion in Expert Mode, and additional. So Citizen V, Schema 2, Attack of 2, cannot be defeated unless there's at least 1 Thunderbolt minion in the victory display. Force Interrupt, when he would activate against you during Step 2 of the villain phase, if you're engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, Citizen V does not activate and heals 4 instead. And starts with just 12 health. And I'm going to roll 2 dice to see which ones of these will be joining us. So 5 and 6, we'll be getting Radioactive Man and Songbird. The other 4 are on vacation somewhere else. Alright, finish shuffling up our encounter deck. Then we'll see which one of those Thunderbolts wants to start swinging at Nick. So 1 to 3, Radioactive Man comes in. 4 to 6, Songbird. We are starting with Radioactive Man in. She's going up for backup. Then for Nick, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bombs Away, Shield, Secret Agent, Spider-Girl, Power of Aggression, and Wasp. Wasp is not as cool when we've got someone dealing damage all over the place. So we're going to keep Spider-Girl and pitch the other 4. Covert Surveillance, Spray Fire, Eye Patch Camera, and another Spray Fire. So use the ability to change to Stealth, and then become a hero. And then Power of Aggression to stun and confuse a minion. Then we'll play the eye patch camera as a hero interrupt when any amount of threat will be placed on the main scheme. Discard this to place up to 3 of that threat on our suit form upgrade instead. And then Nick will thwart, move that to his suit. Spider Girl we'll go ahead and attack for 2. End her turn. We're going to keep Surveillance, Piercing Strike, Target Acquired, Relentless Assault, and a Piercing Strike. Alright, villain phase. We get a threat. He's just going to sit there and attempt to heal, but not heal because he's at full. Down here, goes to attack, which would normally turn into scheming. But since he's stunned and confused, it triggers the stunned first, so he does nothing. Our encounter card, Innocent Bystanders. So that uses 4 bystander counters. Force response after you attack an enemy or an enemy attacks you. Either spend a resource of any type or place a threat on the main scheme. 2 threat instead in expert mode, then remove a token from here. Okay. Easy to remember up there. All right. Then he's going to go up there and heal 1. So back to our turn. Nick will thwart to get another token. Then Relentless Assault, dealing 5 damage to a minion. Which will reduce that. We're putting a threat up here. Played that a little wrong. Let me step that back a bit. So instead of thwarting with him, we keep that there. We do the attack here first, which puts 2 there. Then we thwart for 2. Oops, taking 1. Then we're going to bring in Target Acquired. It's a hero response after boost card is turned face up. Discard Target Acquired. Cancel that card's boost ability. And we attacked. And we'll end her turn. Counterattack, Lie in Wait, Covert Surveillance, another Surveillance, and Concentrated Fire. Alright, we get a threat. Going to attack. It's really an attack. Spider-Girl defends. Take 2 indirect damage. We're going to cancel that. So we just have 2 damage coming in. Then our encounter card. Nick's been discovered. Change to the assault form. We already are. There's no threat on here. This gets surge. Otherwise, choose to either take a damage for each threat on your suit or remove each threat from your suit upgrade. In either case, discard this. We will take the 2 damage. Oh yeah, and attacked. All right, think we're back on track. Sorry about going out of order. So back to our turn. Oh, before we go back to our turn, they swap places, and she heals 1. We're going to play Covert Surveillance. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. We're in assault form, so we may change to stealth suit, and we will. Then we're going to lie in wait. Hero response after a minion engages you, discard this to deal 3 damage to that minion. And that was a boring turn. So we add a threat. Goes to attack, but it turns into scheming and doesn't do anything. And counter card, radiation exposure, attached to your identity. If we have the gamma trait, this attachment gives you +1 attack, but we don't. So force response, after you recover, discard a card from your hand to discard this card. And I didn't draw cards last turn. Keeping the surveillance, plan B, power, strength, and relentless assault. And then healing up there. All right, relentless assault, dealing 5 damage to a minion. So up to 6. Changes to that, did that, did that. Do some covert surveillance, removing 2 threat from a scheme. That in a bad order, but nonetheless. Then we're going to flip over, use our ability to flip that over, recover up to 10, discard a card to get rid of our exposure and end our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Energy, piercing strike, concentrated fire, got our watch, got a bug, got some analysis. We get a threat. He's going to scheme for base 1, 2, 3. So we're up to 4. We take a damage since he activated. Then our encounter card. Tap in. When revealed, engage the Thunderbolt minion with the least damage that is not engaged with you. That minion activates against you. If no minion activated this way, Citizen V activates against you. All right, so that was a tap in. Coming in, scheming with 2 cards. So that's going to be 2 threat. And then we place a secret counter on each board member. We may spend a physical resource to prevent those on a 1-to-1 basis. I can give up the piercing strike to stop 1 coming in. So we'll just put 1 on everything. And then he's got the most damage. Goes up there, takes a breather. All right, we're going to bring in our watch. Exhaust it and remove up to 2 threat from your suit form upgrade to generate a mental resource for each threat you removed this way. Then we'll go ahead and flip over and thwart for 2. Bring in our analysis. When you reveal treachery, discard it. Remove a threat from suit form upgrade. Cancel the effects of the treachery and discard it. We'll use our watch to remove 2, to create 2 mentals, to remove a token, to remove 2 threat, to say 2 more times. Except now I'm going to spend 2 energy to bring in a bug that costs 2 with 2 health. Thwart at 1, attack at 1, hero response. After your hero makes a basic attack, heal a damage from bug. And the bug will attack for 1. Ending your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bombs away. Relentless assault. We found her car. Thank you, Lola. Throg and Valkyrie. Oh, he attacked, which added a threat and got rid of that. So, villain phase, gain a threat. It's going to attack, turns into scheming for Give the activating enemy an additional boost card. Resolve the when revealed ability. So scheming for 1, 2, 3. 2 goes up there, 1 goes down here. Then the boost abilities, place a secret counter on each board member, may pay mentals to prevent some. What's mental? All right. Then our encounter card. Find Sonberg and reveal her. If she's already in play, she engages you. She's already engaged with us. She activates against you. That's fine. So scheming again. 2 cards. Take 2 indirect damage and 2 threat. Down to 7 and up to 8. All right, healing 1. We are going to bring in her car. So here her action, exhaust it, remove a threat from her suit to ready Nick, and it gains the aerial trait. Then we're going to spend 2 energy to reduce that 1, to heal a damage, then thwart for 2, which gains 1, and we'll spend 1 to ready to thwart for 2, and then bug. We'll thwart for 1. That was used. Ending her turn. Eventually we'll get started doing something, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got her safe house, bombs away, Marvel Boy, Miss Hill, and gold balls. Enemy phase, add a threat. Goes to attack, turns into scheme for 1, which goes down here. And then when revealed, each player engages. Each minion engaged with the player clockwise from them. Well, we don't have any characters clockwise to us, so just comes in with 3 threat. And then they're tied, so we'll heal him 1. And our turn. Here, we're going to bring in her safe house. As an alter ego action, exhaust it, heal 2 damage from Nick, or place a threat on her suit. Then we're going to bring in gold balls. There's 2. Use her watch in one of those. 4 to 1, attack at 1/3 health. When he attacks, discard up to 3 cards from the top of her deck. He gets +X attack for each card discarded this way. Fortunately, we only have 2 there, but we're going to do it anyway. So 1, 2, 3. Get rid of Sunfire and a dual resource. Get an encounter card and do some shuffling. And then we will have Nick thwart for 2. And then spend 1 to use the card already to thwart for 2. Then flip over and heal 2 up to 9. And bug will go in for 1 more damage. Ending our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Some surveillance, concentrated fire, Spider Girl, strength Fire, and Valkyrie. We'll get 2 threat, 1 for that, 1 for there. Scheming for 2. Get another encounter card. Engage the Thunderbolt minion with the least damage that is not engaged with you, and that minion activates against you. So he's coming down, and we're going to pop 3 damage on him for engaging us. We didn't like that. Well, then he's activating, so scheming for 4. Good grief. Which deals the damage to all our peeps. And then the villain schemes. When he would activate against you, he does not activate and heals 4 instead. Well, fortunately for us, that didn't do anything. So then for our turn, oh yes, before our turn, she goes heals a little bit, down to 7, that one's up to 6. We are going to exhaust that to heal for 2 up to 10. And flip over, spend 2 energy to remove a token to heal a damage from a friendly. Then attack into, how much damage can I do? So 4, we can do 9, I can do 13. I just really hate that guy. So yes, attacking here. 1, 2, 3. So we did 4. Up to 10. So Nick is going to attack. Is that right? No. We're going to do covert surveillance first to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Goes on our stealth form. Then he will thwart for 2 to put 1 down here, and spend 1 to ready. Then attack for 1, 2, flipping to assault, 3, 4 damage. Then concentrated fire, deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains range. If this attack defeats an enemy, choose to place threat on your suit. Form upgrade equal to the enemy's printed scheme. Or change our suit to stealth form. You know what? I think we're going to stealth form. So 4 more damage on here will be 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 18. All right, so he goes to the victory display. And we're going to change to stealth. And he should be at 2 and end her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, power of aggression, spray fire, a shield, bombs away, and an analysis. We get 2 threat. Oh, Songbird staying up there. I think after we defeat 1, 1 just stays up there unless something brings it down. So Citizen V is actually activating now. Scheming for 2. Well, it goes to attack, turns into a scheme. So 2, 3. We will take 1. 2 goes up there. And then Coming Storm, when revealed, each minion engaged with the player clockwise from them. We don't have any, but that's not cool for next turn. 2 threat, and then back to us. Well, healing. First things first, we don't like that. Then we spend 1 to ready. We're going to bring in our analysis. When you reveal a treachery, discard it. Move a threat from your suit to cancel the effects of that treachery and discard it. Then we're going to use our watch to spend 2 mentals to remove this, to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Gold balls will attack. 1, 2, 3. So for 4, down to 8. Could finish him off, but I don't like having 2 counters there. So we're going to spend 2 physical to remove a counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 6. And since I don't want him scheming against me, I'm going to attack for 3. And ender turn. Well, not yet. We're going to discard those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got our secret agent, aggression, relentless assault, wasp, and covert. So I've got 2 physicals, so I can take care of that. All right. So adding 2 threat, goes to attack, resolve, yikes, and spending energy to prevent. So he's hitting me for 3, so I'm down to 7. I can prevent 1. So we'll put 1 there, and I guess 1 over here. Then our encounter card, Shadows of the Past. Well, we've got an easy answer for that. Intelligence analysis. Remove a threat from your suit and cancel the effects of the treachery and discard it. Thank you, suit. And heals 1, and back to our turn. Use that as 2 physical. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 1. Then 2 mental to remove 2 threat. And attack to get rid of it. All right, we pulled it out. We still have a counter over there in the medical officer. All right, see what happens here. Victory, if there are any Thunderbolt minions in play, record each of their names in the campaign log. Well, yeah, so we still have Songbird. Probably should have went after her, but no well. Record the number of secret counters on the board members. We've got 1 on the Chief Medical Officer. We have at least 1 that has no counters on it, so we get to look at another card. And our next one is a security scanner. So each player for setup may add a secret counter to a board member environment to search for a different aggression ally, shuffle it into their deck. Then you may add a threat to the main scheme to add that aggression ally to your hand. So let's see what that tells us. I guess we'll go ahead and fill out this other stuff. Let's see, it was the medical officer. And surviving Thunderbolts, Songbird. And security scanners. So it doesn't help us here. Helps us there. So potentially could still be that. Could still be that. And here we have potentially 2. All right, so that's it with the Thunderbolts. So on to our next and final Baron Zemo, where we get to make an accusation to see which officer is our mole. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.